A new nuclear shadow is now spreading across West Asia. Turkey is warning that if Iran moves closer to a bomb, then Ankara may not stay out of the race. The US has warned that Saudi Arabia could also follow suit. The United States is holding talks with Iran and Oman, but is also keeping the military option on the table. Now, Israel, long suspected of having nuclear weapons, remains at the center of the regional fears. This is no longer just about Iran. This is about a potential chain reaction that could ignite a full-blown nuclear arms race in West Asia. Our next report tells you more.
The warning signs are growing louder and more dangerous. Turkey has delivered a stark message. Ankara does not want a nuclear arms race, but may be forced into one if threats escalate. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan suggested that Turkey would begin developing nuclear weapons if Iran obtains them. The balance of power in West Asia is already fragile, and if one nation gets nukes, then it could trigger a region-wide nuclear domino effect. At the heart of this fear is Iran's nuclear program. The United States is trying to curb Tehran's ambitions, with talks underway in Oman and more rounds expected ahead. With all fingers pointing at Iran's nuclear ambitions, Tehran has time and again maintained that it harbors no ambitions to acquire a nuclear weapon. Iran says that it is ready to cooperate with international agencies for verification of its nuclear facilities.
We are not seeking nuclear weapons. We have announced this over and over that we are ready for any verification. It's the tall wall of distrust that America and Europe have built with their words that stops the talks from leading to results.
But Washington's message is clear. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapon. You know who gets a nuclear weapon like the next day? The Saudi Arabians, and then somebody else in the Gulf Arab state. And so you have nuclear proliferation on a global scale, the biggest threat to security in the world.
And this is where the most dangerous question emerges. Would more nuclear powers create stability through mutual deterrence, or would it turn West Asia into a nuclear flashpoint? Some analysts argue that a nuclear weapon is the ultimate deterrent and would stop the threat of war, but others warn the exact opposite, that more nukes mean increased risks. There is another dimension too. The United States and Saudi Arabia signed an initial civil nuclear cooperation agreement in November 2025, but lawmakers in Washington are sounding alarms that this must not open a pathway to enrichment or weapons capability. Meanwhile, Turkey is pointing directly at Israel, accusing it of possessing nuclear weapons, a claim Israel neither confirms nor denies. Adding to the complexity is that Turkey hosts American nuclear warheads at the Incirlik Air Base under NATO arrangements, even though Ankara has no authority to use them. West Asia is already a volatile region. There are various regional powers jostling to power. Now the shadows of a nuclear bomb is only complicating the regional equations.